It's Wasabi, welcome back to the channel. Got a battle on the Overlord map, and we've got Mage from 1AR in the FV4202. This is a very maligned tank, but the British heavy tanks got buffed recently, so there's quite a few people playing them now. So I'll see how Mage plays it. I've had a few videos about this map recently, but Mage is playing from the north side, which is the previous ones were going to the south side, so we can get a perspective on playing the map as well as the tank. Anyway, managed to put a shot into the light tank, TCDA. Top tier as it's a tier 7, tier 8 game. Just looking for targets here. So nothing coming up so far. Nice to see you 1:30 PM down there at very low health. And a good one to take out, but in case, just checking anyone popping up. So not a lot of action so far, but just being patient. Targets will pop up, and here we go. Caro coming up, not quite, but so far Mage not being spotted, which is good. Gets a little bit of assisted damage there. Just missed the G-saw, but snaps a shot, but it already dropped down, so result there. You don't want to advance too much at this stage of the game. There'll be plenty of guns behind the back there. So if you're not getting results here, of course, relocate. There's that G-saw, so he's got a bit of camo there. Didn't get spotted till he basically pulled back, which is interesting. So far, Mage not being able to connect. Choose this moment to say, alright, well, let's claim this territory and move forward. So he's got decent gun depression and can certainly shoot at tanks that are further away. Maybe not so close to the berm. There you go, the FV gets taken out, but here he goes. It's a shot into T32 there. Trouble going through the lower front there. It's got a nice camo on this tank here. It's got a, it's like a magic carpet pot of gold. Nice 3D skin there. I'm not sure where that came from, to be honest. It doesn't ring a bell with me, but if you have got information on that, yeah, drop a comment on the video. Alright, there we go. Tank at the back there. Easy pickings from here, takes out the light tank, so it gives his team a fair bit of an advantage, or they're going to need it because they are down tanks at the moment. And oh, here we go, 2 tanks go down quickly. He's going to get a shot into that Caro, but it's taken out by Tiger 1. You get some rounds coming into where Mage was just previously. There's that G-saw that he was trying to snap shots on. Oh, he's got him now, I think. Yes, nice shot in there. So typical British gun here, relatively low alpha. Just needs that G-saw to pop up again. And here we go. One more shot and he's gone. He's spotted at the moment, but no targets able to shoot at him, which is quite handy. But fairly fast-moving game here. We're basically just going through the 5th minute, and there's only 4 tanks left on Mage's team, and 5 on the enemy team. So he's going to have to pull his finger out here to get a good result, I would say. And this is going to give to him. Oh, the INR, he just turned at the wrong moment. Couldn't quite get his aim in to take advantage of that. disadvantage now. 2 tanks down. But only one of them is a tier 8. Alright, so he's going to leave that side for the moment, see if he can use the fact that they've got a bit of an overmatch here in terms of tanks. This FSV is the GW Panther doing right up there. He must have run away from the side of the map. Nice snapshot there into the FSV scheme A. And he's got hit points to trade if he needs to, but so far he hasn't actually taken any damage, so together with the T43 I was going to say, goes to the ram, saves himself a shot, and again doesn't take any damage, so that was a really positive trade there. And finally takes some damage now, was spotted, so the Iron Arnie's following up here. And there he is on top of the ridge. And is he looking a different way? Yes he is, so he puts his nice shot into the side. And they've got everyone there. Oh, okay. Starting to Simon Lick. Take out the Iron Arnie here, which he does. Takes a hit from him, but that's alright. And now he's got the T29, who's a pretty decent tier 7 tank. But he basically takes that shot on his tracks, and now he's just going to punish this T29. Bounces another shot, and he should get the kill here. The T29 has a heavy tank, got a longer reload, and he's gone. But not quite fast enough to get away from the Oni, who also coming in for the kill. But now it's Mage versus a fairly slow, fat, heavy tank and an arty, so if he can stay out of arty trouble. In fact, he's got so much time here, he's got 8 minutes left in the game. He can go and search for the arty, take him out, and then come and circle back on the Oni so he doesn't get interrupted when he's basically punishing the Oni. No, he hasn't found the arty yet, so he just takes a position here so he can spot the Oni if he comes across the open ground. That's a smart play. So far nothing. The Oni might be going off to try and cap. The Mage just typing into battle chat there to see if anyone can identify where the arty was last spotted. So, got a few options here. It's either going to be down sort of the K4, K5 area, or even down on the beach. But the Lorraine 15550 is pretty mobile artillery. So if he's sitting in the same position he was at the start of the game, he's more than likely not there now if he's a smarter player. Mage heads off that way. Comes around this way also, given where the Oni was last spotted. He's got a reasonable chance of spotting the Oni before he gets spotted. So definitely the arty has either moved down to the beach originally, or he's always been there. And we know we always say don't go beach, but there's the time of the game where it doesn't really matter. You've got basically free reign of the map. The arty not spotted, but where is he? Could be heading up to cap. Just looking at the display here. Bit of a bug in the mods, I'd say. It's only showing 45 hit points on Mage's side, so he's actually got 450, so and display bug there. But never mind, we know how much hit points Mage has got. And here we go, tank's on cap, so they won't know where he is as well, so he comes up here. He will basically have a circle right around them, and they may not be pointing in his direction. Alright, so it's pretty much established the arty is not on the beach. We don't know who's on cap, so it's going to pop up carefully here. The thing about the FV4202, the turret is a British tank, or a reasonably strong frontal armour on the turret. Sorry, I just noticed the leprechaun's hat on top of the turret. Gives us a clue about the 3D skin. Anyway, it's going to have full view of the cap as soon as he pops up. Who's going to be there? It's the arty. One shot in there, and the OI coming as well. And he's spotted. The OI does put a big hint to, and he just needs to finish the arty off. And now he can basically dodge the no knee. So he will go unspotted very soon. In fact, the O&E is unspotted as well. The distance is not huge. Now he's only on 98 hit points, so this is going to be scary. He's got to get rid of the O&E, and it's definitely a UI bug with the mod showing the hit points of each side, so it's a bit unfortunate. But actually if you look at the top, it does say 98 versus 1024, so we should rely on that. So he's got 1024 hit points to farm from the O&E. He's going to go up the obvious way. Doesn't really need to. Can he catch the O&E coming down? Not sure if the O&E will even try that, but might have to go to the next break and come at the O&E from behind. Alright, now time is getting short. 3 minutes to go. But this is definitely a game of cat and mouse that's going on here. The O&E will have less view range than Mage. Oh, okay. The O&E's announced his location. He's gone on to cap. He's going to expect Mage to come up from the spot that he was shooting at from before, I would imagine. There's a bit of hard cover on the cap area. You see on the minimap there's a building right on the southern edge of the cap, so the O&E is doing the right thing. He'll be on that side, so we'll get an opportunity to shoot at Mage really regardless of which way Mage is coming from, and Mage can only really can't even afford to take one hit if he penetrates. Yeah, and he could just about fire HE and take Mage out, so alright, it's coming up here now. Clock is ticking, 2 minutes to go. And that house there, just on the right side of the cap area, that's where we'd expect the, there he is in fact. And the O&E knows he's spotted, so he's moved around. Now this is going to get tense. 35 seconds of capping to go, he can't really flank right around. Or can he? So Mage just looking for options here. Comes right up to the house, he's going to have to come around the house almost sideways onto the O&E, and he'll be proxy spotted anyway. So if you can stay out of proxy range, no, it's going in, alright, but the O&E is facing the other way, and he won't get his turret around in any decent amount of time. One shot in, and he's backing up. This O&E, you can see how slow the turret is to revolve, and he's got 2 shots in. Now the turret is facing this way, that's dangerous. But he's reset the cap, so that's not a danger. And say probably 3 shots to get rid of the O&E. There's 1 minute to go. This is getting tense now. He goes into commander's view here. That is important because that gives you oversight of where it is. Now, go either way here. The O&E's gun was pointing at the rear when he was just showing there. 48 seconds, and here he comes. He's got to bounce this. Oh, he's bounced it. Okay, so he can get probably 2 shots in now. The O&E's gun is... Oh no, he bounced himself. He's got to get him from the side and the rear and stop the O&E's turret from turning. 1 shot in, and he'll get the other shot in before the O&E can basically rotate the turret. He's gone. And that is the end. 27 seconds to go. That is just amazing. Well, that was pretty tense there for Mage, but he's ended up with some pretty great results there. 6 kills in the end, earned him the Top Gun, 3.9, nearly 4k of damage, so that's the high caliber award. He's got the Defender award for knocking off at least 80 hit capture points and the Spartan Award for surviving a bounce when he's got less than 10% of his hit points. And overall, that's earned him the Ace Tanker Award. Let's have a look at the team score. Alright, 1406 base experience, that's a nice level. And Ferdinand, we didn't see that Ferdinand play, so he's come up with 2 cave damage. The Turtle Mark 1 doing 1.9, so decent damage outputs there, but on the enemy side, got some decent outputs there. The G-Saw that he finished off at the end, doing 3.5k, and the Iron Arnie getting 3.3k, and the T32 2.7, so they were the best tanks there. The only really not contributing a whole lot, and probably about half of that was damage you took out of Mage. So in any case, that was a nice carry there from Mage, and really held it together at the end. Now, what did it cost him? Alright, so 27 shots fired, 21 hits, a few shots not landing, but good penetration rates out of that shots that he did land. No reserves running, and his ammo costs quite reasonable, and made a small profit after paying all his expenses, but I think he'd be pretty happy with the outcome there. So great game there from Mage. Yeah, really tight game at the end, and he just carried it really well. So thanks for the content there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, please give the video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing that. We'll have more great content to follow. Thanks very much for watching.